Scoreboard, boy, it's a blowout. It's like I'm getting stronger the longer my beard grow out. The winning team riding like auto.
Try to educate our people so we can become smarter. We read this book. It's our job to figure out how we got in this dilemma and what we're going to use to get out of it, okay? Most people, it's one thing to identify you're in a dilemma, you're in a problem. It's another thing to see how to get out of it. That's what we're trying to do. How do we get out of this situation, okay? That makes sense. What about the young?
Yes, sir.
Do y'all want out the situation?
Yes, sir.
I would like to see you guys have something we didn't have, a fair opportunity. People don't give you that. People don't give you a fair chance. Give you a clean slate and give you an opportunity to prove yourself. With a lot of the slate we had that were bad, they actually gave it to us. They created it. A lot of stuff that our people sitting around incarcerated and locked away for, these are crimes that white people commit every day, and they get awarded for it. You'll never see a police a drug squad run inside of Walgreens, inside of Echo Drug, inside of CVS. When y'all ever seen that happen? The day that the FBI, CIA, and them, and all these other these ethnic, all these other, what they call these things, these little letters they use, acronyms, FBI, AT, you never see them run inside these stores. These stores sell legal drugs, drugs that kill people and harm people. These people take cold medicine and they create, what's this other little drug? Clean, and what's the other one they got that these kids take on, the stuff that blow up the houses? Meth.
Take a look at this explosion caught on camera in Nutbush, Tennessee. As you can see, firefighters were fighting a fire when officials say a meth lab inside the house exploded. Fire officials say the flames ignited several propane tanks, causing that big bang. Two people helping fight the flames suffered serious facial and neck burns. None of the firefighters.
They use cold meth you go right in the store, buy this stuff right here. In Kroger's, you can go to Publix, you can go to Walgreens, you can go to CVS, you can buy the stuff off the shelf and create it and kill people. This stuff blow up neighborhoods. These people should be charged as terrorists. Yeah, these white people are not fully incarcerated like us. We incarcerated for marijuana, a plant that grows from the ground. A plant that they come along now, they saying it's legal. It was legal. See, the white man make everybody, now folks are smoking. Before they want to smoke, I can't smoke that stuff, it's illegal. Ask them what is marijuana doing that it wasn't doing before.
Got a point.
White people create alcohol. You can go to the store and buy alcohol when you're the right age. Years ago, they grew up prohibition. They caught you, people died in prison for making alcohol, making wine, making beer. All that, you go to prison and people died in prison for it. Now the white man got an Anheuser-Busch. Schlitz Malt, look, these are major corporate, they grandkids and kids, and their kids are living off the wealth of something that black people were incarcerated for. They call it moonshining. See, this is stuff that you need to watch and you need to pay attention to. Now ask them, say, what is alcohol doing now that it wasn't doing back then? The reason it's legal. It's only white men. They'll create it, and how they get people to take it is make it illegal. We tend to always go for something that's against the law. That's why we fornicate, commit adultery. Why we lie to you, that's the law. See, they already done played us enough to know. Man will is to always look at how he can get over and get by the law. So he just told you it's illegal and said it right there. You know what you're saying? I gotta get that thing. Now I gotta get it. That's it. He created, get you on it, get everybody hooked, then he come along, put a government stamp on it and say, now you can have it.
Right.
That's how you make a fool out of you. People don't even think gambling. Let me tell you something, gambling, these folks go to the convenience store, you can walk up and say, let me get a quick pick, quick six, let me fight. Listen, if they caught you years ago doing that, you were going to jail. It's illegal to gamble. You had to go to Vegas where it's legal. When white people get people hooked on it going, then they'll turn around and make it legal. Now, churches was against it. Everybody, it was taking money from kids. Same thing that gambling was doing then, it's doing now. People losing homes, losing cars, kids not eating because of gambling. Once white people find out how to control it, then they turn around and give it back to you and say, this helping the kids. It was helping the kids when their parents were hidden.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the part that pisses you off. The fact that they can turn around and give you something now and make it safe because we say it's legal. It was unsafe before. We were taught marijuana put a heart murmur, causes heart murmur where you get a small hole in your heart. Marijuana was bad for you. Marijuana was a drug. Now marijuana legal, you can go to the doctor, they write you a prescription for it. Same marijuana that'll kill you. The same marijuana that was bad for you. The same marijuana that junkies and drug addicts use, now it's legal. Once he can get his hands on it, control it, and realize I got enough people on it because they drew into it when it was illegal, now I can stick them and tell them it's legal. Because now it's a habit, you got to still have it. That's how they play you. Alcoholic, they would tell you before, they had a problem with alcohol because alcohol was tearing up homes. Men were getting drunk and they were beating their wives and their kids. You ain't gonna believe it. They still doing the same thing now with the legal one. Yep. Now you don't see drunks no more. You see crackheads. Yep. In our era, we were growing up, it was drunk. You see alcoholic. You say, look at me here, alcoholic. When the last time you seen an alcoholic? Yeah, people, man, alcohol had people homeless. The same thing that drugs are doing, alcohol was doing this in the 70s, in the 60s. People were getting drunk and they would be on the street, they'd be a drunk. Now you'll see them on the street, what they say? Man, a crackhead. Look what drugs did to our community. Drugs didn't do no more than what alcohol did. Alcohol, the first thing, was tearing up our homes. So don't let these people make a fool. Y'all in a younger era, so they're going to tell you lies. We grew up in the era, we seen it for ourselves. I'm getting ready to go on, so they don't want to hear about this. Some of them here might be drunks too. How many of y'all drunks? Reformed drunks. I'm a reform. Hold on, Hank Smith and Chris and Smith, they say they drunk now. Now I just asked y'all how many here are drunk. They said, yeah, now you want to pass the tent. We ain't passing no tent. That tent staying right where it's at. So y'all did not answer that then. They ready. I said, how many of y'all in here drunk? They said. But see, we been there. I used to be an alcoholic. I ain't have no problem though. Some people had a problem with it. It didn't bother me. Not till later. Right. It ain't alcohol. You're not an alcoholic. That's just a problem. I didn't have no problem with no alcohol. And then other folk had a problem with how I act with it. It didn't bother me one bit. Y'all see that? And that's how it happened. But we'll try to get ready to move on. I want y'all to be smarter. So this stuff y'all getting, make sure y'all memorize it. Watch it for yourself. Don't just take what I tell you. You watch for experience. You watch everybody. You check behind people. Because this is something you're doing for your life. Y'all got me? You just don't take nobody's word for nothing. This is your life. You need all the information you can get if you're going to be a better person. All right? You're going to arm yourself with information.
Don't call me Hercules, but I got strength. Taking over, we need a blimp. Ain't no switching on my miss, but I go to court, I plead the fifth. You niggas broke, not making sense. Every week you force a pent. Still thinking you haven't sent. You jump stupid, got extra clips.
Dumping on them like it's trash day. Only one way to come to them. That's the dollars. Make sure you clean and polished. With that fear of Yahuwah, get that wisdom and knowledge. Under, inner, overstanding of him.